Someone gave me a book one day called The Science of Mind, and it was before I even knew a church existed that had that philosophy. And I read the book, and it resonated with everything that I believed to be true about life. So the book was really what motivated me to find the group. And then I found Centers for Spiritual Living. I found a Science of Mind church that was filled with people who believed the same stuff I believed.
It's just had a very positive attitude here. You know, people, even musicians and artists walk in the door and they say the energy here is fantastic.
I think that the Science of Mind has made itself the intersection of the truths that run through all the world's great religions. I think that it stands for love, for beauty, for balance, for wholeness. That it's taken all of these universal principles and it's united them into one school of thought.
There's just one God. No matter how you approach it, there's just one God. Perhaps echo what I hear, and that is God is individually expressed through each and every person on the planet.
Vision is a embracing place for all people, no matter what differences that you have in your life. It's celebrated here at Vision. You're loved and embraced, and you feel safe and secure.
I was really in a dark place. I lost my home and my vehicle and had no place to go. With the support of Vision and the practitioners, I've rebuilt my life.
Vision has a wonderful group of licensed spiritual counselors. We have about 30 licensed spiritual counselors here who pray with our congregation. That's what they do, one-on-one prayer. They do prayer over the phone. They will email prayer. They'll leave prayer on your voicemail. Everyone who walks through the doors here at Vision gets prayer support whenever and wherever and however they want it.
So with the kids each week we talk about different aspects of God, how we treat others and how we treat ourselves.
We learn about God and we also learn about friendship. We learn that friends really help us and stand up for each other. What we're doing is that means don't talk evil, don't see evil, don't hear evil. What?
And we have a little story that goes with them that are written by some wonderful people, and a lesson that goes with it, and then we do a little hands-on activity that kind of reinforces everything using the whole body.
One time I invited my cousin over because I thought it would be a lot of fun for him to come see what we did.
Music is a heart-opening experience, and I think that it really sets the tone for the entire service.
As I travel down this road, now every day, I'm getting closer to find where I can live more, give more, I'm ready to receive.
We have professionals from San Diego who grace us with their presence. They're wonderful people and they have powerful, powerful talents. The music just drives everything that we do here at Vision. At Vision, we come for the music and we stay for the message. I'm Reverend Patti Paris. I'm the senior minister here at Vision. I welcome you here. I look forward to seeing you here Sundays at 10.
day that God has made. I will rejoice. This is the time to celebrate. Lift up every voice. Enter this moment as God's own heart. Standing with joy in the truth of who we are. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life. This is the day that God has made.
Morning Vision, how are you this morning? So, what did you think of that little video we showed you before celebration? My gosh, different hair. That was so long ago. Happy anniversary, Vision. Yes, we are celebrating our 14th anniversary and also happy Valentine's Day. It's just lovely when it starts like this, doesn't it? Same thing on our actual opening day was February 11th, but I just love it when Sunday is Valentine's Day and we get to celebrate all of it. So, happy anniversary, happy Valentine's Day. Happy new day. Let's pray in. I give great thanks for this day, for everything in it, for everyone who has come together to share in this celebration, to know that God is all there is, to know really, to allow it to resonate deep in our hearts. There is one life. It is God's life. It is whole, perfect, and complete. It is the life of each one of us right here and right now, and we know that all of the qualities of God are infused in everything God creates. And so we know that we are that. We are the abundance and the love and the joy and the power, the wisdom and the peace that God is. We know that whatever we think of as the divine, we know exists right at the center of our very being. We know that seed of perfection nestled within us, as Walt Whitman said. That is our God self. And we know that as we come from that and we look out at the world, we look out on a loving world, a peaceful world, a world where all beings are one. All beings are one. So I give great thanks for this time spent together. I know it is all God, it is all good. And so it is. Amen. So, good morning, happy anniversary. That was so good to see, wasn't it? Oh my gosh, it was just wonderful. We have loads in store for you, wonderful music for this celebration. We have a special, we have a special message from CSL for our anniversary. Let me play it right now for you.
Hello, beloved Vision Center for Spiritual Living and Reverend Patti Paris. It's a joy to be coming to you to celebrate your 14th anniversary as a spiritual community. I know that the love, the wisdom, the presence of each one of you is making a difference in the world, that you are the shining presence of the divine. You are the light of that love on planet Earth. And so all that's happening in your spiritual community has been touching lives for years, and there's a ripple effect that goes out into the universe, probably far beyond our imagination. You are making a difference. So I celebrate you today. Congratulations to Reverend Patti, John Kirko, your board, your practitioners, your choir, your musicians, every member. Together you are a wonderful spiritual community. We are so delighted you're part of Centers for Spiritual Living. I know that together we are touching lives, awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence, and creating a world that works for everyone. Thank you for being part of that. Brings joy to my heart. We have a long history together, and I feel blessed to know you, to feel part of you, and to know that the good work you're doing just continues on and on. So abundant blessings and much love from me, From the leadership of Centers for Spiritual Living, our executive team, our leadership council, all of us, congratulations.
That was so wonderful. Thank you so much, Reverend Sharon. I adore you. I'm so glad that you are supporting CSL and all of our worldwide ministry. So, if you got your Valentine from Vision this week, it should look like this, right? I framed mine. I just thought it was such a great idea so I can hang it in my house, and my house too can be a place where you are welcomed and you are safe and you are loved. So, let's say that together, shall we? You know it. It's the greeting that we always give whenever we walk into the sanctuary, and I really hope that we're walking into the sanctuary soon. I miss you guys so much, and I miss your energy. So let's say that welcome together so we can really resonate with it. Are you with me? You ready? Whoever you are and wherever you are welcome here. You are safe, and you are loved. And take that little Valentine we gave you and frame it and hang it in your home as well. You know, we are here to serve you and to serve you in prayer and in song and in story, however we can uplift and inspire, we do. So hang around, keep your feet up, get that second cup of coffee. We've got music, we've got all kinds of things waiting for you. I want you to know that we have practitioners standing by as well. They are here to pray with you and for you all year long. After our celebration today, there'll be a meet and greet room where you can come in through the Zoom, the Zoom link that's in the dialogue box. We'll have practitioners there that can go to a breakout room with you and have one-on-one prayer with you. We have our Vision website, www.visioncsl.org, where you can go and submit a prayer request online or go to the practitioner's page and find a practitioner and a phone number, give them a call, get prayer online, get prayer over the phone, get prayer however you want to, but get prayer. Because what we know is that prayer changes things. It absolutely does. Now I'm going to turn it over to the celebration team, and they are going to sing our centering song to prepare us for meditation.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, I go inside and quiet my mind. I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Diane Russell. I am a staff minister here at Vision. And so we're going to start with these two quotations. You can take those into your heart, and then we'll have the 5-minute meditation. The first quote is from Lord Byron, and it is this: "Love will find a way through paths where wolves fear to prey." The second quote is from our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes. "The pathway of life shines before me unto the perfect day. I walk the pathway of the soul to the gate of the good." Today, people are celebrating love. In truth, we can celebrate love every single day because we are born from love. We are born from the Spirit, and Spirit is love. That love permeates every cell of our body, every part of us. It is love, like the song, the centering song, love that heals and love that sets us free. This one birthed us out of itself. This one is in every part of our life, every part of everyone's life. And it can heal. It can heal our physical body. Love can heal our relationships, our finances, anything, any part of our human life can be healed by love if we allow it. And there's the trick. So right now, I know that we open fuller and more completely to the idea of love, to the presence of love, to the feeling of love in our lives. Right now, I know that we open more fully to the expression of Spirit in our life, in whatever form that takes. I know that we let go of anything unlike Spirit, any story we have, any whatever that other stuff is. And we embrace more fully the God self that we truly are. I know this is true for me. I know it is true for each one listening and anyone else receptive to it. I allow the fullness of life to take us, that we throw ourselves into it with abandon. And so I am grateful this morning for each one of you. I am always so grateful for this teaching. And I am grateful for these words complete now. I let it go, and together we say, and so it is.
Happy birthday, Vision. 14 years today. Wow. And I've been here through all of them. I am known for changing up the lyrics to certain songs, and I figured since it's Valentine's Day, why not do it again for this? Where have I been for these past 14 years? Been singing for you, through joy, through tears. Got these songs spinning, no kidding, in my head won't stop. What's going on that makes us all so alive? We're here on this magical, mystical ride, and I'm so grateful, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. Today's Vision's birthday, 14 years ago. Thanks for all of your love. I want you to know that all of me loves all of you. Loves your quirks and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, or give my all to you. Another year, a new beginning. And even if we lose, we're winning, 'cause I give you all of me. You give me all of you. How many times have I heard this from you? You're safe, you're loved and you're welcome here too. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. What's going on that makes us all so aligned? We're here on this magical, mystical ride, and I'm so grateful, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. Today's Vision's birthday, 14 years ago. Thanks for all of your love. I want you to know that all of me loves all of you. Loves your quirks and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give my all to you, you give your all to me. Another year, a new beginning, and even if we lose, we're winning, 'cause I give you all of me. You give me all of you too. COVID has forced us to all stay apart, but no matter how long, you're here in my heart. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Loves your quirks and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. Another year, a new beginning, and even if we lose, we're winning, 'cause I give you all of me. You give me all of you too. All of you.
Thank you, Andy. That was wonderful. And yeah, you have been here from the very beginning. Isn't that awesome? And thank you for being here on our anniversary like you are every year. I so appreciate it. So, happy Valentine's Day and happy anniversary to Vision at the same time. So we are celebrating our 14th, and I kind of miss that usually on our anniversary Sunday we have our new member welcome as well. So I am missing out on that. And last year we had our Founders Day celebration in February. You know, February is a huge month for us here at Vision, and so I'm missing it. I'm missing that we're not doing the things that we normally do every year, and I'm just looking forward to next year. It's going to be wonderful, isn't it? So our theme for this month is One Journey, Many Paths, and today's talk is Loving Life, which I kind of find a little ironic. You know, it's an interesting time to be having a talk called Loving Life. I mean, right now, here we are. We're smack in the middle of a worldwide pandemic. We are sheltering in place. We're double masking now. Are you on that program? Yeah, me too. Okay, double masking, waiting for our turn at the vaccine counter, maybe jobless, maybe losing income, even if you have a job, maybe it's been scaled back. And we're going to talk about loving life, right? Smack in the middle of all of that stuff. I think it's funny sometimes. Well, anyway, while all of this is going on, we are being called to love life exactly the way it is and exactly the way it is not, you know? So I guess the question becomes, can we love life while we're not liking it very much? You know, that's really what we're talking about here. Can we experience joy in the midst of grief? Can we know peace in the midst of chaos? Can we see abundance in the midst of scarcity? These are kind of the questions that we're dealing with right now, right? When I'm asking you to love life in the middle of a not so pleasant experience, Most of all, right now, the question, I guess, is can we find the gift right here, right now, in the midst of this pandemic? I was thinking about it because we live in such a consumer-driven economy, right? More money means we can buy more stuff, which means we'll be happier. That's the theory anyway, right? The fact is we trade our time for money. We work more. We spend less time at home. We devote maybe less time to our relationships. We trade our time for money to buy us things to make us happy. So how's that working out, right? Ernest Holmes in the Science of Mind textbook wrote this: cosmic creation is from idea to object. It knows nothing about process. Process is involved, but not consciously. Correct practice knows the ultimate right action is now, today. If we say tomorrow is going to be, then according to the very law we are using, we hold the answer in the state of future, which can never become the present. We're always going to be happy when, right? When this happens or when that happens. And what we must come to realize is that we can only be happy in the now, right? We can't be happy when this happens, when I get that, when I move here, when whatever. Because if we're always holding it out in the future, that's where it remains. That's where the law must put it, in the future, so it never happens. And then what happens, right? While we're busy making plans for these things that are going to happen, when we're going to be happy sometime in the future, what happens? We have a worldwide pandemic. No work, no more commute, no more happy hour, no more dinners out at restaurants, no more stopping at the gym on the way home. No, now it's sweatpants and Zoom meetings, right? If you're fortunate enough to still have a job. So where is the gift in that? That's what we have to come to. Where is the gift in that? The term destination addiction was coined by the British philosopher and psychologist Dr. Robert Holden in his 2011 book, Authentic Success. And he wrote this, he said, "Beware of destination addiction, a preoccupation with the idea that happiness is in the next place, the next job, or with the next partner. Until you give up the idea that happiness is somewhere else, it will never be where you are." Okay, so we have been given this worldwide timeout, right? Like we're 5. We've been given this timeout to come to terms with our own destination addiction. When you are doing one thing while thinking about the next thing or getting through this thing so you can get to the next thing, we're not doing the thing that we're doing. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying, right? We're always thinking ahead. We're always in the next thing. Even when we're doing the thing that's in front of us to do, we're thinking of the next thing that we need to do, so we're never in the thing that we're doing. A lot of things in that sentence. I'm in this job, right? You might think. I'm in this job because it's going to look great on my resume. Or I'm in this gym because I'm going to look so great when I'm done, right? I'm going to look so buff and so, toned and yoked and whatever. I am happier in the new house that I'm saving up for than I am in the house that I'm actually in. I'm going to be happier in the newer relationship because I'm not going to have the challenges of the old relationship. I'll be content with the higher bank balance because I'll feel better. I'll feel more secure when I have more money in the bank. I'll be happier when. I'll be content when. I'll be okay when. When? That's destination addiction, right? Postponing happiness all the time until some future date, which really never comes. Because then when you get there, there's something else that you don't have, that you need to have in order to be happy. You must love life now. Must love life now. And all of its craziness and all of its chaos and all of its unknown, in the pandemic, in the unemployment, in I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills, in the, oh, what's going to happen tomorrow, in the, what do I have to make for dinner again because I cannot go out to eat? Holy moly, I've never cooked so much in my life. Okay, you know what I mean. I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when. Anne Lamott says, your problem is how you are going to spend this one precious life you have been issued. Whether you're going to spend it trying to look good and creating the illusion you have power over circumstances, or whether you are going to taste it, enjoy it, and find out the truth about who you really are. We have been given an opportunity here to ground ourselves in the present moment. We have been given this gift of this worldwide pandemic to take the time out, to go within, to find out, to stop and smell the roses. Really, I know it's an old cliche, but that's the gift we have been given. To create, to innovate, to meditate, to get to know the inner self like you've never done before. And that is one of the big gifts this time is given to us. It's not like God sent the pandemic so that we would take the time out. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, here, this is happening. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to be miserable throughout the whole thing about and dwelling in all of the things you cannot do? Or are you going to choose to use this time wisely? To be the best you can be, to really, really find out what's in there, and to create, and to innovate, and to change, and to improve, and to grow, and to be on that edge of becoming our authentic self. You know, usually we're on the treadmill of getting. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You notice they don't guarantee the happiness. The life and the liberty they say we got. The pursuit of happiness. And that's what we've been doing all this time, haven't we? We've been pursuing it. We're always in the pursuit of it. We've been almost programmed not to actually get it, but to always pursue it, never actually accomplishing it, but to always be pursuing it. It's always around the corner. It's always with the next job. It's always with the next house or with the next brand new car we buy. I think the saying is, seek but do not find. And that's what this consumer-driven economy does to us. In the Course in Miracles, it's written, there's only one promise the ego holds out to us. And that one promise it will keep. That you will seek but not find. That's your ego's job. To always have us striving for more, but never actually getting there. We keep running from goal to goal, from completed project to the next, because the next holds the promise of success and happiness, but it doesn't. Loving life now is the only place the happiness is. The present moment is the only place the happiness is. That's where the joy is. That's where the love is. That's where the peace is. In this present moment, regardless of circumstances. In Creative Mind, Ernest Holmes wrote this. He said, life is for us today. There will be no change for tomorrow unless we do the changing today. Today we are setting in motion the power of tomorrow. Today is God's day, and we must extract from it what of life we are going to live. Tomorrow, in the divine course of events, it will take care of itself. The soul learns to live in the great gladness of today and will never weary of life, but will find that he's living in an eternal here and now. Here is where all the joy is. Here is where all the passion is, all the enthusiasm. Everything that you are can come forward and be fully alive right here, right now. This is the eternal here and now. This is where all of our power is. It is the only place that we have where we can change the future. Right here in this moment. You know, this is our anniversary. Right? We opened Vision February 11th, 2007. 2007, and then what happened? The great crash of '08. Do you remember those good old days? That great recession that we had, you know? And I remember opening it up and then in the, couple of months into it, seeing everybody losing their jobs and 401ks were dissolving away and just evaporating and all of that false sense of security that we had dried up. And I remember John and I looking at each other and going, wow, great timing, right? This was just the perfect time to start a new work, wasn't it? It was the absolute worst time. It was the worst time. And here we were, opening this new work, offering classes, right, that we chose to offer on a love offering basis because so many people were laid off. There was really no extra money hanging around, right? And so practitioners in their love for this new work would teach and would take no teacher's fees. They turned it all back into Vision. We were doing love offerings. Musicians were working at like half of what they normally charge to just help, keep Vision in the black, right? John and I were sharing what it amounted to was like one full-time salary. Remember those days? That was really fun. Anyway, everybody was like inventing new ways to support this new work. Because why? Because it was, the absolute worst time to start a new work? No, it was the absolute best time to start a new work. Because what we knew was people needed this faith philosophy. They absolutely needed it because it was the worst time, right? And what did Ernest Holmes say? He always said, the worst time, the worst hour, that's the best time to do your spiritual work. It is the best time to throw yourself into this philosophy. Because it is the time where you prove the principles to yourselves. And we found ways to do things. And we continued this new work. We allowed it to change lives through this practical spirituality because that's what people needed at the time. That's what people need right now. During this worldwide pandemic, that's what we need right now. We need this faith philosophy that absolutely knows our oneness, that knows this too shall pass, that knows that we stay steeped in the philosophy, and it changes our thinking and it changes our lives. Back in the late 1500s, the weather in Europe changed really kind of drastically, and in what they called it, well, what we call now, in looking back, we called a little ice age. It lasted for a couple of hundred years. And Alan Lightman, who is a writer and a physicist, he teaches at MIT, he wrote this about that time period. He said, winters were brutally cold, and summers were damp and chilly, and greatly curtailed the growing season. Crops failed, people starved. But the change in weather forced the English, the French, and the Dutch fishermen to improve the way they built boats so that they would be capable of fishing farther to the west and surviving longer trips through the rough seas. Undoubtedly, that new boat building craft has led to the modern ships of today. This is what we do in times like these. We go within, we improvise, we innovate, we meditate, we create new things. What is the gift that you are being given during this time of quarantining? You know, maybe you have more time, less money. Who cares, right? Who cares about that part of it? You know, you're always saying, oh, if I only had the time, if I only had the time. Well, guess what? You've got the time now, haven't you? You've got the time. So what innovation or creation or meditation or contemplation are you immersed in right now that will change your life, that will change what you do from now on? How is this time period gifting you? You're able to think things through. You're able to do things differently. You're able to imagine a different way of being. How is this period of time growing you and changing how you think and changing what you do? How is it introducing you to new ways of doing things? I know Vision had live streaming up and running in a week. Right? Back in March of 2020. Something that had been on Vision's to-do list for several years. Several years. Man, that shot right up to the top of our priority list in a week. The wise gentlemen in the back of the room got it done. John and Jordan and Mark, together got the cameras and got everything that they needed to be up and live streaming. Learning how to conduct online teaching. That was fun. It still is fun. I'm still learning, right? Online prayer groups, online coffee connections. I love that. The meet and greet room after this celebration, right, that we have on Zoom together. The uplift that comes to you at 1 o'clock during the week. All of these innovations are a byproduct of the quarantine. All of these new ways of being in the world are a product of this worldwide timeout we have been given because we're at choice. We could be moaning and complaining about all of the things we're missing out on, all of the things we cannot do, or we can be reveling in the possibilities of all of the things there are to learn, all of the new ways to do stuff. We can grow. And this is a time of newness for us. And the innovations that we can co-create can change our lives. We get to choose. We get to choose. I suggest and I invite you to use this time for the limitless potential that it is. We get to love life right here, right now, just as it is and just as it is not. And make the best. Make the best come true for you. Ernest Holmes, in 365 Science of Mind, wrote this: the only time to make use of the creative principle is now. The real secret to its practical application lies not in how much we know, but in the use of what we know. The results, large or small, much or little, depend entirely on the degree of conscientiousness, endeavor, enthusiasm, joy, conviction, and faith we can bring to bear on any particular situation. We have to become quiet and in the solitude of our own thought, discover for ourselves what it is we actually believe, and then proceed to put that faith into creative action through patterns of thinking built around that faith. We are given this time out to be reborn, to refresh, to renew, to create ourselves anew. We are being given this time out to use wisely, not to sit around and complain about what we can no longer do, but to discover what we can do right here, right now, in this situation, and in this powerful now with its limitless possibilities, create a new tomorrow for ourselves and for each other and for the world. Thank you.
2, 3,
That's life. That's what the people say. Riding high in April, shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change that tune when I'm back on top again in June. Oh, let me tell you, that's life, and there ain't no denying. Sometimes we're about to lose our faith, but our heart just keeps trying. And I know it's never gonna let us down, 'cause this big world keeps spinning round. We've had a global pandemic, a dim egocentric, a new president. We've been masked up with gloves on, it's gone on for so long. But we know one thing, each time we find ourselves flat on our face, we pick ourselves up and get back in the race. That's life, and honey, no, you can't deny it. Sometimes we're gonna lose our faith, but our heart keeps on trying. And I know it's never gonna get us down, 'cause this big world keeps spinning round. We've had a global pandemic, a dim egocentric, a new president. We've been masked up with gloves on, it's taken us so long. But we know one thing, each time that I find ourselves flat on our face, pick ourselves up and get back in the race. That's life, and honey, there ain't no denying. Times we're about to lose our faith, but our heart keeps on crying. And I know we're always gonna stay the same. If we're up on a big rainbow and here with you all just the same.
Thank you, Andy. You always make our anniversary Sunday so special. I appreciate it, and I look forward to it for years to come. Just wonderful. So now is the time for our conscious circulation. This is your opportunity to practice. This is a spiritual practice of giving back to those people, places, and things that support you, nourish you spiritually. If Vision is that place, we are absolutely grateful for your support, for your checks, for however you are continuing to flow your good into this place. I know it's difficult with you not being here, and I know so many of you have signed up for online tithing and donating through the mail system. I am so grateful. The Core Council is as well. It keeps us being able to do the things that we do here, both within these walls, well, there's nobody here right now, right? And outside in the community. So we are grateful. Thank you for your ongoing support. We know it gets better. If you are giving today, if you have given this past week, if your bank has already, shifted money around from your account to our account, thank you, blessing upon you. Just bring that into mind so that we can go in and pray, knowing and accepting that there is one life, it is God's. And I know that abundance is a quality of God, therefore it must be a quality of all of its creations, and we are that. I know that we allow that abundance to flow from within us out and to bless everything around us with our abundance. We know and accept that we stay in that cycle of return, knowing that as we give, so we do receive abundantly, mightily. We stand in the river of God's abundance. We stand open-hearted and open-handed, and we accept gratefully, and we give graciously, and we are forever in the flow, giving great thanks for all the good we are and all the good we do. And so it is. Amen. And now is the time for our Miracle Minute. This is your opportunity to email me at revpatti at visioncsl.com. Drop me an email. Let me know how prayer changed a condition in your life. I got this Miracle Minute from Joe, one of our practitioners, and he said that he saw some water pooling in his garage, and he traced the source of the leak and found out it was coming from a bathroom a couple of floors up, and called the plumber, but prayed beforehand, right? Because that's what we do. Prayed beforehand. The plumber came early. It was an easy fix, and he was gone in 2 hours. And the plumber actually thanked the plumbing god as he left. And Joe said, yeah, well, he told him he was praying alongside of him. I love that. Isn't that wonderful? Absolutely. And here's what I know. Once you become more conscious of those answered prayers, of those times where you've had a demonstration, you see them all around you. You begin to see them everywhere. Once you start noticing them, you will see them all over. Joe sent me this morning from the newspaper. It was just a little article that was written where a family was, New York, there was a huge snowstorm around the middle of December, and the kids wanted to go sledding, and so Dad went out looking for a sled all over town, couldn't find one, they were all sold out. But the kids and the parents went sledding anyway. They took, flattened cardboard boxes. This is what you do with your old Amazon boxes, right? And they were sliding down the hill in that, and a father came over to them and said, "Here, would you like to borrow our toboggan and enjoy that for a while?" And so they did. At the end of the sledding, the kids went to return it, and the other dad said, "Oh, no, keep it. We just brought it to give it away anyway." And that was after one of the children prayed, right? Divine intervention. He said, "Well, I'm just going to pray we get one." There you go. Answered prayer in a minute. So keep looking for things like that. Know it in your own life. Go to prayer, go to meditation, do your spiritual practice. Because what we know is that prayer changes things. It absolutely does. And now it is time for the last word by Johnny Kirko.
Here's Johnny! Hello, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day to all you lovers. I'm wearing red just for you guys today. So anyway, we're continuing our vision meet and greet right after our celebration. Join us there. Practitioners are available for one-on-one prayer. We'd just like to say happy Valentine's to you and say hi. Especially for those who haven't been a part of it, join us. Continuing Coffee Connections every Monday through Friday at 8:30 in the morning, led by Reverend Lori Sheets. Check the website for links and all the information. Also, continuing our uplifts every single Monday through Friday, the weekdays, 1 o'clock Pacific time. Join us for that, Reverend Patti and practitioners and others. I want to appreciate Reverend Diane Russell for putting that schedule together too for us. So every Monday through Friday at 1 o'clock. We have a class starting up with Marianne Downs. It's on the 4 agreements, and I don't know the date. What's that date? Anyway, you're going to have to look for the date because what's it say? I don't know the darn date, but you're going to it's coming up pretty soon. It's in actually 2 weeks. I think it's on a Tuesday night, but Marianne Downs will be doing that book study. Sign up on the website. There'll be more information on there and a sign-up sheet for it. Join that book study. It's the 4 agreements. They're doing it in 5 weeks, I believe, so going to be a good one. Next week, Reverend Patti Paris will be back. Her talk title is, What's Your Sign? And we have Rhea Carey and Aaron Turner will be with us. They did a concert last summer with us together. So Rhea Carey and Aaron Turner should be good. So tonight, we've been talking for a little while about Ricky Byers here at Vision. So it's a virtual concert, obviously. Ricky won't be here live, but the concert starts tonight at 7 o'clock, but before that at 6 o'clock, and by the way, she's joining us at 6 o'clock for a meet and greet the artist, and we're doing it at 6, not 6:15. So if you got my confirmation email, we're even doing it earlier. So 6 o'clock, Ricky Byers will be there, and we're going to do 45, 50 minutes of talking to her and just saying hello. Then at 7 o'clock, we have a concert with Ricky Byers. So join us for that. There's links on the website. There should be links there on Facebook. Be a part of that. It's a fundraiser. I want to thank Dorothy Darling for putting this all together. She does a fantastic job. And I want to mention also, this is the CD that you're going to get if you're part of the VIP program. So if you want to be a part of this, this is the CD, I Found Deeper Love, and also there's a songbook, so for our singers and stuff. So join us for that. That is right after. And I want, Ricky's going to have just a little special announcement here.
Concert February 14th, Valentine's Day. Okay, Valentine's Day happening by virtue of the Vision Center for Spiritual Living. The Vision Center for Spiritual Living asked me to do a concert, and I'm Vision Center for Spiritual Living asked me to do a concert, and I'm going to deliver it. So here's a shout out to all my friends there at the Vision Center for Spiritual Living, and Gina Walker, Roby Shavans, Dorothy Darling, John Kirkos. Thank you, everybody down there that are pulling this concert together. It happens at 6 o'clock. VIP reception. Yeah, they got an artist reception, and it's virtual. Everything's virtual these days. So don't go to the church.
or we can talk about stuff going right. We are still together. It is still happening. We know where we are in prayer and in affirmation. So stand up. Let us know the truth for ourselves and for each other. You ready? You with me? Let's do this thing. Love is my ultimate intention. I choose to lead a life of love. Oh, that is so powerful. I love that one. I love, love, love it. And the third one, I am grateful for all the love around me. Now, it's my choice today, so what I'm going to do is go back to number 2. I just love it. Let's say that together. I choose to lead a life of love. Absolutely, absolutely right. So take those affirmations into your heart. Just bring them around with you no matter what you're doing today, cooking, cleaning, going out, walking around in the park, doing whatever needs being done by you today. Do it. Do it in love. Let's pray out. I give great thanks for this day, for everything that it is, knowing that it is a gift from God. I know that I wake in the morning and I'm breathing and my heart is beating and I'm thinking, and I know that this is life, and I love it. I love all of it. The trying times, the fun times, the chaos times, the absolute peaceful times, the blessings and the challenges. I know it too is life, all of it. And I give great thanks for it. I know and accept it is all God. It is all good. And so it is. Amen. See you next time. Bye-bye.